Let's start today. Decode the market with an expert today. The expert is Dhoni Patel. Let me give a brief introduction. She has around 13 plus years of experience in the stock market. She's a full-time professional trader and a SEBI registered research analyst. And she's also a guest speaker to many of the TV channels, like CNBC Hours and ET Now, Economic Times live stream. And she is also CMT, Chartered Market Technician. So it's a great pleasure to have Dhani on board today. And again, before I start, I would like to read the disclaimer. The investment in securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Representations are not indicative of future results. All discussions are purely educational in nature and are in no way an advice or recommendation. Now, having said that, okay, and also I would like to ask all my participants, okay, please ask questions, make it interesting, be interactive, and Dhoni is here. Get your question answered, stock analyzed, you know. So, Dhoni, over to you. First off, take us the overall how today, Monday, things have changed over the weekend, lots of good and bad commentaries have come, good commentaries rather, How do you see the going ahead the market now?
All right. Good afternoon, Neeraj, and good afternoon to everybody else also who's joined us on a Monday morning. Definitely, yes, the market has seen the positive commentaries coming in over here, and from there we have seen a certain.
Your voice is gone.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, all right. There would be a little power fluctuation from my end. In case if there is, it's not audible, just give me a heads up, right? And we'll be able to fix it up in no time then, right? So yes, of course, market has been volatile. We have seen the upward, downward move coming in, but most importantly, we are positive. If you look up at the overall market breadth, that is improving, and what gives me that confidence is that the advances of the stock, if you remember last time Thursday when we had joined in, I had told you about the percentage of number of stocks which are trading above the 20 period short-term DMA. We have seen an improvement coming in. So earlier we were seeing more than 57% of the stocks, just 43% of the stocks, if I put it right, which were above the 20% short-term moving average, and now that ratio has improved. Now we can see that more than 53% of the stocks are on the advancing side. So buying interest is coming in, is what the overall market scenario is suggesting. We are seeing a buying interest broadly coming in into the market from the Nifty 500 point of view, and that's of course a good sign of bullish sentiment over here, but again with a little bit of a caution, because again the level that we had talked about, 25,000 mark, that we have yet not crossed on the higher side. So yes, it's a bullish side, but a cautious bullish approach that one needs to take up on the index over here. I would just share my screen to share a certain data points on the chart structure as well. Let me know when my screen is visible to you.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's visible, Dhoni. Go ahead.
All right, great. So when we're talking about Nifty, yes, of course, we are on the bullish side. If you look up at the broader pattern on the short-term basis, where we made a high over here in June, and from there, we are trying to get a certain base formation happening over here on the lower side, 200 DMA. For Nifty, something we have tried to retest. We are taking a support. We are moving on the higher side. And in today's session, interestingly, we are trading above the short-term averages also. So 20 and 50 period averages, we have crossed that and we are trading on the higher side. But again, 25,000 mark still remains to regain. We have to regain that one. Once that is regained, we'll see a good, strong bullish action. As of now, I'm using the word cautious bullish approach. That would turn into a strong bullish approach after that. So that is where the differentiation lies. 25,000 mark has to be crossed there over. If you're talking about Bank Nifty also we saw last Thursday, 200 DMA was working as a good support level. And from there, we were seeing buying interest coming in. Now on short-term basis for Bank Nifty, I would say 54,550, 450, I'm sorry, sorry, 54,450 mark is what I want to cross Bank Nifty on the higher side. And then we can say that yes, we are seeing a good amount of buying interest coming in Bank Nifty also. Again, short-term DMAs on the Bank Nifty have not crossed on the higher side. So there is a little push that we can see that Bank Nifty is having that negative impact on the Nifty coming in, because both are not in tandem. If you see, Bank Nifty is
Mhm.
corrected more than Nifty over here, and short-term DMAs is where we are struggling to gain over here on Bank Nifty's side. So once that is in place, I think there is no looking back. We will be again into the bullish phase.
Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. Any other market-wise, what again, see, one of the important thing is that, open interest, volatility, that aspects also plays out a lot in the market. So
Absolutely.
how they are positioned for short-term traders, particularly if somebody is willing to take some, position, trading position, how in the very short term it looks like based on all derivatives factors.
Okay. So on very short term basis, I think my screen would not be visible right now. There's a small fluctuation that has happened. Give me about
Mhm.
a minute. Yeah, I think the screen's visible now.
Yes, it's visible.
Great. So, of course, from that point of view, Neeraj, if we say the implied volatility index is what we look up at first, that's the
Mhm.
VIX, right? That has cooled off a lot. I mean, if you look up at the daily structure over here, we
Yeah.
are close to over here at 10, which is like the rock bottom over here. So, there is, of course, some kind of a volatility that is expected in the overall market. And that is the reason why I'm having a cautious bullish approach right now and not a strong bullish approach, given that if we are trading somewhere close to 12 to 13 range in the IVX over here, we will be in a comfortable zone. But till that time, those are not regained. Still, a little bit of cautious, because whenever we see a deep cool off coming in on the IVX, definitely markets have to rally, but we are not seeing that. So a little bit of contradiction is definitely there when we are comparing, trying to have cluster of evidences over here into the overall market. जब हम बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स को देख रहे हैं तो सारे एक चीज की तरफ इशारा नहीं कर रहे, तो इसीलिए थोड़ा सा कॉशन अप्रोच यहाँ पे रखना ज्यादा रिलायबल रहेगा। अगर पूरे मार्केट सेंटिमेंट की बात कर रहे हैं तो यस, डेफिनेटली, इफ यू रिमेंबर लास्ट थर्सडे आई वाज बुलिश ऑन द एफएमसीजी, आई वाज बुलिश ऑन the overall metal pack, where we are seeing good gains coming in today's session. Also, they are stabilized. We are seeing good buying interest also happening over there. Autos is something where they have outperformed in today's
Mhm.
session, right? We were waiting for a breakout on the autos, and we have got that breakout coming in on the auto side. And yes, we are trading high in action. If you see, even on Paytm Money, we have suggested a bullish call on Bajaj Auto, and that has just rallied up for us. So performance is also something that we are seeing it over there. So yes, autos is a flavor that one should be looking up at. And other than that, capital market segment is where I'm further bullish on, where we are seeing a good buying interest in today's session also, and this will continue further. Because if I look up at chart structures like Angel One, or we're looking up at
Mhm.
BSC counter, specifically BSC, right? BSC is where we are seeing a good buying interest coming in. So yes, capital market stocks are also looking good over here. I would love to discuss Paytm also, but then yes, we will have certain compliance,
No,
caution over here. So I'm
you
good.
can Dhoni go ahead and explain it because it's all about
Yeah.
educational only. It's not
Yes,
about
so definitely
again.
yes. I mean, this is one of my favorite chart structures if you look up at Paytm Money, because we are trading into a rally over here. Higher high formation is what we are seeing into this counter, and from lower end there is buying interest coming in. Every time there is a fall, we are seeing that new support levels are coming up in place, and the support is moving higher. So from current price action point of view also, if I see after 1300, 1400. is what the derivative data suggests that the counter is ready to move up for. And similarly, when I was talking about the same, basket, BSE was also one counter where I'm bullish on. And I love the structure of BSE also, given that the counter is trying to retest its short-term DMAs over here. Once those are crossed on the higher side, if you look up at the indicators also on the bottom, the RSI is giving a positive crossover from the rock bottom. That is where
Correct.
more connection, more thing comes in into like the cluster of evidences that we talk about. That multiple things are talking about the same thing over here. तो वहां पर हमें cluster of evidences भी देखने को मिल रहे हैं. और अगर आप नीचे ADX भी देखो तो ADX is already above 27 and now it is trying to favor the bulls with positive DI crossing above the negative one. So that is where more conviction is coming in into this counter also. So from the space, I would would be looking up at these two counters, where one is Paytm, the second one is BSE, that where one should be putting up their bets into capital market now.
Okay, okay. In fact, you have spoken about auto sectors. In fact, हम लोग last एक महीने से constantly have been talking about auto sectors, discussing about Mahindra and Mahindra, Maruti, some of the stocks looking great. But now again, sector-wise, can you take us one by one all the different sectors? At least people can get a
Yeah.
structural understanding of the
We can
chart.
definitely go to different sectors, but then the ones which I am focusing right now would be capital markets, of
Correct.
course. Metals
Keep
is
going.
something that we had talked about. Let's revisit the same thing. So if you look up at metals from
Which
Thursday, we have just
metal?
rallied.
You have been talking about metal last
Yes,
time, right? You been
absolutely. We talked about metals in the last session, and in the next two sessions follow up, we have seen constant buying coming in into that sector. Right?
Mhm.
If you see, this is the Thursday candle where we had talked about it, where I said that buying interest must shift to metals now. And if you see Friday and in today's session, metals are also one of the gainers over here. So definitely, yes, interest is shifting in into that counter over here. Especially, we had talked about stocks like.
You talks for Hindalco Tata Steel?
Yes, absolutely. So these were the counters which we were talking about. And Hindalco, again, if you see last session and in today's session, very stagnant, very, steady gains is what we are seeing into this counter. And it is there to continue further. Even if you're looking up at Tata Steel as one of the picks, these were positional bets, right? Tata
Mm.
Steel, again, almost 2% of a gain, even if it has shed the day's high, we are still standing at 2% of gains in Tata Steel over here after talking about the same on Thursday. So yes, I'll be further holding on to these sectors going forward as well. I do see that the momentum in the metals will continue further, and these are the counters I would like you to hold on to. But these are more of positional counters. We will not look up at it from a very short-term perspective also, because we are having a cautious approach on the bullish side. But this is something that you can add on. Then sector rotation, again, Neeraj over here lasts on for like about 2 to 3 weeks that you'll have to look up at it. So for that point of view, I would be bullish on these counters. And of course, on Tata Steel, 175 being taken out, 180 is the next level that you should be looking up at. So yes, these are the counters on the metal side that we've been talking about and are still trading high in trade today.
Okay. काफी सारा क्वेश्चंस आना शुरू हो गए हैं. We'll take up your questions, guys. Don't worry. One by one. So first, we'll hear from Dhoni about different sectors, different stocks, and then we'll go to your questions one by one. Okay?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, Dhoni, what's your top picks? What are we?
Another counter, sector that one should be looking up at over here is when we're talking about banking, that now banking has to take up charge, right?
Correct.
We'll be looking up at PSU banking sector, right? Because the private is not performing. If I look up at, let's just take up a comparative of PSU and private, how the both are doing. So this is the PSU banks chart, and this is I'll be putting up the private banking chart over here. Just give me a second. Yeah. So this is the PSU chart on the left-hand side of the screen. On the right-hand side, we have the private banking. If you see PSUs, if you
Correct.
look at it at a closer look, trading above 200 DMA, short-term DMA is also ready to conquer that. And private banking is where it is still facing the pressure, right? So if you have to look up at on the bullish side further and you want to go towards the banking side where gains have to come in, I will be looking up at banking, but I will be looking up at PSUs. PSUs are where the flavor is coming in into. So that is where one more thing where one should be looking at. Now, PSUs again, which are the counters that one should be eyeing up at. So from those counters, let's take a look what are gaining in trade today. And based on that and the indicators, we'll boil down to how this is how, traditionally how we approach towards the market. First, you need to see where the strength is coming in. Once you spot the strength, you need to see the gainers in today's session. And that's how you'll be able to boil down. So this is also one takeaway for everybody hearing us. A classical approach, very novice, very easy to understand of how you should be picking up your stocks, right? So you boil down to the market, you boil down to the sectors, and then you choose where the strength is coming in. So if you look up at PSUs, the strength, of course, the first one which you want to see is SBI. SBI again, it's in a tight range, right? It can be a range
Mhm.
trade that one can take over here in this counter, but not a very positional long trade that is coming in into this one. So on the higher side, we are seeing that the range is forming around 840 on the higher side, and on the lower side, we are forming a tight range where 200 DMA of 790 is being tested time and again. So that is one range coming in SBI. But then if I have to look up at this from a perspective that I want to put my money and I want to leave it for a period of time, then IOB is where I would want to do it. Bottom formation, classical squeeze in the ADX, which we had talked last time of the expansion of volatility and the contraction in terms of talking about a spring, if you remember, right? So the same thing happening over here. There is good amount of volatility contraction that has happened. If you look up at from last year till this year, the stock has fallen down, but neither momentum on the higher side is coming in. So if there is a momentum that has to come in, that will be in IOB. And a classic bottom is formed over here around 34 levels. Risk is on the lower side. It's a double-digit stock. Risk is on the lower side. Around 34 is where one can place the stop loss comfortably. And on the higher side, having crossed 42, we'll see further bullish action coming in. We'll be seeing fresh breakout also happening of previous swing highs. So this is one counter in PSUs that one can be eyeing up at, which is IOB.
Okay, another stock I think some people are asking last time is Bank of Maharashtra.
Yeah. So when, give me a second.
So yes, IOB looks interesting.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I'll be taking Bank of Maharashtra over here. So when we're talking about this one, yes, of course, if you see, there is a bottom formation that has happened. We're seeing a certain reversal also coming in. Weekly structure is interesting, where short-term DMAs on the weekly chart are trying to cross on the higher side. I would be more comfortable once this one crosses the short-term DMA, which is where it's taking a resistance right now around 5350 levels. So 54 would be a good point of entry in it. And on short-term basis, we can expect that the counter would go to about 59 level. Having crossed 59, we can see further action coming in. But from a short-term perspective, given 52 as a stop loss, having crossed 54 on the higher side, 59 is the target that I'll be looking up at in this one.
Okay. Achha, Dhoni, a question had Jagdish, he was asking, like, how do you set up multiple screen? Now you are using TradingView software, and that
Yeah.
is also available in Paytm Money. We also have TradingView. Can you show us how can you set up two different screens on the same frame?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can have that setup here from the main menu, or what you can do is generally I prefer it as having individual tabs. You can have this tab option. So this is the trading view version where you can have multiple tabs. The same setup is there across one tab. All you have to do is just right click on it and duplicate the tab. It will open up another tab for you in the same format or the indicator. So you don't have to redo it on multiple screens again and again. So on the same screen, you'll be able to put it across, and the best advantage is the prices will keep on at the top bar, so it's easy for you to track it right
Okay,
over there.
ठीक है,
So
ठीक है.
it's just a right click and you do it.
Okay, I think ठीक है. Can you okay, now let's take up some questions. One question is from Suraj. He was asking about Ashok Leyland for a 2 to 3 years and IRFC for 5 years, long term.
Okay.
Anyway, auto sectors looks good. Can
Yes, absolutely. So when we're talking about Ashok Leyland, you have to just, yeah. Weeklies, yes, a breakout has come in today's session only. If you see on the weekly structure,
lovely breakout.
yeah, so there's a good breakout coming in over there. You could just make up a horizontal ray from this point, and you can see that there's a breakout coming in. There is a bit of a volume participation also that is there into this counter. So yes, I would go long onto it. If I want to know about the targets, now targets is something, when you see these kind of counters, you just take up a Fibonacci extension from bottom to the top and the rock bottom again. So the counter has given a breakout on the higher side. 149.50 is where I'll be expecting on short-term basis, which will be equivalent to the first wave move that we've seen over here, right? The earlier wave move. So 149.50 is one you can expect, and the bottom of this candle, which is the open low candle over here, is this stop loss that I would maintain at, which is at 125. So yeah, good amount of rally has come in, but 149 is what one can expect. And given 149 crosses 162. So if you're looking up at a positional view for about 3 months, then 162 is your target, given 125 as a stop loss.
अशोक का क्वेश्चन है कि 2 to 3 years perspective, very long term.
Yes, if you're looking up at a very long term, then the best part is just buy in, hold on, sit on, and keep a trailing stop loss over here. The best trailing stop loss for this counter would be at, if you see the green line, which is the 50 period exponential moving average. Once the counter crosses that, there is very less number of time that it touches that one on the lower side. So 115 is what is coming as an ideal stop loss over here as of now. So buy, sit tight, hold on to it, keep 115.
I think, Donnie, when we buy a stock for long term, 2 to 3 years, very important thing is that we know what should be the exit strategy, right?
Yes.
So you keep on holding it so long the trend is intact up, but how he can keep on shifting the stop loss? If
Yeah.
you can just show.
So that is correct. So that there are multiple strategies to it. One is where we take ATR into consideration, which is your average true range. Other than that, if you don't understand that, because of there is a multiple you have to take, should you take a multiple of 2 or 3 or 4? Confusion comes in. Then you observe the
Correct.
stock from just a moving average perspective. Now, if I take a look at Ashok Leyland, this is the weekly structure. If you see the yellow line, right, very less number of times it has happened that the counter has touched the yellow line and closed below the same. That one is your 200 period DMA. And when you're looking up at a 2 to 3 years of a perspective, again, 200 DMA is your investor's moving average, right?
Okay.
Investing and putting the money into it. It is the investor's moving average. Till the time that one is not touched on the lower side, it's on the bias of the bullish side. Now,
Or close below.
yes, so it has to close below the same one. If you see over here this counter, let me take more data into it. If you look up at the broader structure also, it was first time in 2014 that the counter crossed above its yellow line, which is the 200 period DM. And from there, it was trading high in trade. And then when it crossed below it, the price had gone up from 10 rupees and over here it was 49. So 5x is the gain that we saw from 2014 to 2019.
Correct.
Right? Now, again, if you see, once it is there below the 200 DMA, the prices have fallen. It crossed above the same at the price of 41 to 42 rupees in 2020, right? After, the stock rally started after the COVID fall. That is when in November 2020, it crossed 40 rupees of a price. And currently, it did test the yellow line once, did not close below the same, and it's continuing on the buyer side. So from 40, we have gone to 130, which is almost 4x over here that we are seeing over here in this count.
सूरज का वही equation है IRFC. Again, if it's a long term perspective 5 years perspective से पूछ रहे थे investors.
Okay. Again, this entire railway pack is also something which one has to look up at. But IRFC, if you're looking up at a long-term perspective, I would suggest wait on to it, given the counter is into a very tight range over here. We are not seeing any moment coming in. In fact, just give me a second. Yeah. This is where the trend went on the lower side. And if you see from there, there is an expansion of trend happening, right? But it is on the bearish side. So as of now, I would suggest not to enter into this one. Let the counter show some moment of bullishness on the higher side. In fact, from investment perspective, any bottom that it is testing near 100 is where you can add on to it. I would not say no, because the overall perspective looks good. But comfortably on the higher side, you will see more momentum coming in after 140 is being crossed on the higher side, right? So
Okay.
of course, yes, from a very long perspective, buy on dips, but in slow and steady quantum. Generally, Neeraj, what we do in these kind of stocks is that whenever it is testing a bottom, so in this case, 100 is where I'm looking up at. I would add, maybe if I'm looking forward to create a position of 100 into it, maybe I would add 20 at this point in time when it's touching 100. And then again, when it starts a higher momentum, I will build on that position over a period of time for a long-term bet.
Okay. Okay. Great. Okay, there's a small question. I think Jagdish he's asking about TradingView. See, Jagdish, you can use TradingView from the Paytm Money platform as well. You will get all the indicators, all the channels, all the moving averages. Exactly. You can use multiple chart, multiple, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 6 different windows you can create. You can have multiple time frame, daily chart, hourly chart, 5-minute chart. If you're a short-term trader, you can do it all in a TradingView software. So again, Pawan Anand का एक question है gold का ऊपर. Can you say something on gold?
Okay. Gold, of course.
GSB price is quite above the physical gold price, some 12,000. Um,
Okay.
okay, if I have bought GSB on maturity, what will I get? If you can read the question and
Come again.
GSB price is quite above physical gold price,
Okay.
some 12,000 in GSB
Okay. I'm not
and
sure because
11,800 in physical.
okay,
So
I won't
if
be able to comment on
I
that
bought
one in particular
as
in
SGB,
detail. What I can suggest is that gold, of course, I'm looking up at a good rally coming in gold chart over here. In fact, of course, I was bullish on gold from 80,000 levels, and we've been sharing the same view across. As of now, also, I am bullish on gold on the higher side. Uh, 7,840 is something we've already crossed. I'm looking up at 8,390 coming in. I'm ignoring the 1 lakh because we are already above 1 lakh over here, right? So 1 lakh 8,395 levels is what one should be eyeing up at in gold over here on the higher side. Bullish in trade, of course, the positions need to be held on the long side over here. Any opportunity that you get on dips, add in into it.
Okay. In fact, we have been hearing about that governments are buying lots of gold. Indian government is buying gold. Lots of other governments, countries are also buying gold. So is it going to impact the gold prices in the long term, in the coming months or years?
Yeah, of course. Like if you say that there's buying happening, there's demand that is there. There is an underlying reason why that is happening on a larger scale over here. And
Hmm.
when there's huge money involved into the buying side, you will be definitely want to stay put on the side of the bias, which is on the bullish side over here, right? So definitely gold prices are rising on the higher side, and that is the reason. Also, if you look up at it from a perspective of equity versus gold is a safer haven at this point in time because equities, the kind of returns that we are getting is, not as lucrative as gold, what it is providing at this point in time. And this is where the classical market cycle comes into that commodities pick up, the safer assets pick up when the equities become a little riskier, right? So that safer asset is where we are looking up at gold and we are looking up at the bullish side over here. So that's also another perspective to look at the gold prices and the equity markets together.
ठीक है। I think Kumar V ने क्वेश्चन पूछा है सेटलमेंट हॉलीडेज. He bought purchase Ashok Leyland on 4th, and today is a settlement holiday actually. And this can I sell on 9th or 10th? So if you have bought it on 4th, so you will get the delivery probably on 9th tomorrow. Um, do you have answer to this question?
It's T plus two in delivery, right? So once we have the stocks into your account, that is after which you can sell out of it. If you've done a BTST trade, then it's a different story. But if it's just the delivery that you had done in, so you'll be able to take it out of your account by tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, this is more of a settlement kind of a question. But anyway, अभिजीत के क्वेश्चन है करूर व्यास बैंक.
Okay. See, that is what happens here generally. Like, now the interest is moving towards banking
हाँ.
because you are seeing, the buying interest coming in. As the buying interest starts getting brighter, it will be more lucrative that people's interest will move towards banking, and that is where the mindset is shifting. So earlier we used to say that the retail don't get that much of an information, but now it is not the case. Retail has become more smart than we expected, and that is where most of the questions also we earlier also saw a question coming in on banking, and now also again we are seeing more banking questions coming in. So that's an applaud to the audience actually, that how the interest has moved towards it.
Okay.
Talking about Karur Vyas, of course, yes, we do see some bottoming happening over here. In fact, on 30 minutes is where we are seeing that. But I would still wait because dailies is not giving me that kind of a confirmation. Still, I can see that a further fall can happen into this counter. In fact, this is where the range was. So wait somewhere around 200 to 196 levels. That is the range where you should be looking up at. From a longer perspective, but as of now I would suggest don't build fresh positions into it.
Okay. मतलब decisive reversal has not come as yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now MIC Electrics as a Milk Electronics Kumar V का क्वेश्चन है.
Okay, correct me if I am
Is
right.
it yeah,
Is
that
the
is.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. That is
I
getting
think Kumar
obvious.
is full. My
So okay, yeah, only these 3 days is where I see exceptional buying that has come in into this one. Other than that,
again, Dhoni, question like with respect to this, when this kind of candle we see, you see, this is a extended range candle, massive buying happens. You look at the volume. So can we say that the momentum is going to continue going ahead, or is it an exit opportunity for people who have bought at a lower level?
I would, over here agree with you on the later statement that this is an exit opportunity for the ones who have, got into these kind of stocks and bought into it. Because for the reason being that if you see over here from a broader chart perspective, you don't see too much of a volume. I mean, what is the volume that we are seeing over
Yeah.
here in this counter? The average volume is about what 7 lakh in this counter. There's not much of a buying interest that we are seeing over here. Many at times the counter has also seen circuit coming in into it.
Correct.
Till the time it's an upper circuit, very well. But till the time when the time it starts hitting a lower circuit, that's when the trouble comes in.
Difficult to exit.
Yes, you don't get an exit over here. So if you're getting volumes and you're getting good amount of spike, that this is an opportunity to exit out of such counters and go move on to quality stocks. We always look up at double digit, but we don't look up at quality into it. So that is where the compromise comes in into it. So for these counters, I always say if you're getting this kind of a run up, please take it up as an opportunity to exit out of it and put it into the Nifty 500 possibly.
Okay, be on the safer side. Again, let's go theoretically as well. Sarthak का question है, दो questions. In fact, I will club. Uh,
Okay.
how to know reversal in lower and higher time frame in intraday for Nifty? Which time frame is the best for intraday trading?
For intraday trading, I would say your base time frame where you are taking up an entry and exit. So now this is a concept where we are talking about multi time frame strategies, right?
He has
So
got plenty of questions, you know. He asked about indicators, which indicator is the best to use, how to use the stop loss. So if you can very quickly, 5 minutes, from the
yes.
intraday perspective and the time frame, if you can just give a small demo.
So when I'm talking about intraday, daily time frame is where I will take it to judge the trend of the stock. Then 30 minutes is where I will look up at the entry and exit signals over there,
30
right?
minutes. If you can go to Nifty and show it in the 30 minutes, that will be
Absolutely, we
more
can do that.
practical.
What we'll do is I'll put both the time frames also together over here.
Yes. So it is for all the traders who really want to create your own trading system.
Yeah. So this is where we are looking up at Nifty. On the left hand side is your daily structure, and on the right hand side is the 30-minute structure over here, right? Now, if I have to take up an entry and an exit over here, I'll be looking up at the daily structure first, trying to look up at the broader strength of the market. Now, if I see the broader strength of the market, Nifty, we are seeing some stagnation coming in. We are not seeing a fresh breakout coming in over here, right? But then today it has crossed above the short-term DMA. So it's positive for me on the index side. Now, if I have to look up at an entry position, what would I do? I would just go on to an intraday chart over here. Intraday basis, I'll be looking up at definitely a buying action because on short-term basis, we have seen a higher high, higher low formation coming in. We got 1, 2 points confirming on the bottom, third one confirming. And on the top also, we are seeing that it's more of an expansion that is happening on the higher side. So we'll be seeing, of course, it's kind of a opening wedge kind of a formation that we are seeing in on the Nifty, right? And from there, I'll be looking up at buying interest over here. On the lower side, if I see ADX, it's favoring the bulls, right? Crossing above 20 range. And over here, positive DI is where it is favoring, right? At the bottom, you can see over here. And on the price action chart, short-term DMAs are crossed on the higher side,
Okay.
right? So I'll be looking up at buy trades in Nifty over here at this point in time. Lower side, I'll keep up a stop loss on the lower side at 200, 30 minutes of a chart is there. 200 exponential moving average is what I've plotted over here. So I'll be putting up my stop loss at 24,730 levels. On the higher side, 25,000 is where I am eyeing up on the index next.
Okay.
Right? Very simple. I mean, so to be very honest, you don't need to have a very complex setup on the charts to earn money. That's a mindset. You can earn money with a very simple setup also. Now, if you talk about you want to trail your stop loss over here, right? There is one more indicator very familiar. A lot of people will be with, which is called a parabolic SAR, right? PSAR is what we call it. It's nothing. You can go to TradingView, you'll find it there. I'm plotting it over here. These red and green stars, which are there, right? When the red star starts forming on the higher side, or your green star is getting engulfed, that is where you exit out of your position. This is one more strategy of your stop losses. Like if you see in the past, right? Bullish move in Nifty was there, and okay, let's start from here. Here is where all our conditions met, right? On the higher side, this is where the buying interest came into 24,888. This is the level where red stars started forming on the higher side, 25,090. So about
So,
a
so,
point of the
so a
gain.
parabolic SAR can be used as a stop loss,
Yes,
and then you can use indicators and of course two very important time frame, daily and 30 minutes.
30
Yeah, we have
minutes.
got lot many questions in fact. So I'd like to tell the viewers here that we are going to have a separate 8-day kind of a free, absolutely free masterclass starting from 29th of September, where Dhoni is also going to take few sessions. And you are going to break it up one by one, how to create your own trading system with a multiple time frame and with different indicators, different chart patterns. But today, let's focus on the market. I hope, Sarthak, you are happy the way Dhoni explained. So coming to Joseph, Joseph has asked OLX Electric.
Yeah. Of course, yes, I like this counter actually. It's a bias on the bullish side in Ola Electrics over here. In fact, any
Ah,
dip you're getting somewhere around 56 level, you should be adding on onto this counter on the higher side because post listing we have seen the bad in it,
hmm.
right?
Can you take it to the weekly time frame? Is it the whole chart?
Yeah, this is the whole chart. It's a recent listing. Right?
Correct.
It's a recent listing that we have seen in last year, August. So just 1 year of a data is what we have over here, right? But then we have seen the worst coming in this counter, and we are seeing bullish action also happening. And if
Hmm.
you're looking up at the weeklies also, right? This is the weekly structure, where
Oh,
on the higher
lovely.
side, 80 is on the short-term basis that one can expect onto because it will retest the same level of 200 DMA, and then we'll see further gains coming in. I'm bullish on this one, and I would suggest any dip you're getting towards 56, add on onto it.
Okay. MobiKwik from Kumar.
Is this a counter if I'm not wrong?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Again, this is also one of those recent listing counters where one can add on
Same
onto
pattern.
it. I would suggest further positions in this counter should be built now above 330 levels, not below the same. So almost nearby the same level only we are trading, right? So you go ahead, add on onto at that level once the prices stabilize somewhere around 330, 350 levels is what you should expect on short-term biases. But again, Shandar rally kind of chart it is from the bottoms. If you see it, it's
Very aggressive rally, huh?
very, very aggressive. This is the daily structure. And if you look up at in just
Look at
this,
the expansion of ATX.
yeah, so that's something which is very, very volatile move. But again, if you see the ADX has not peaked out. If you look up at the peak ADX over here, it's somewhere around 46 levels, right? Currently,
Hmm.
we are at 37. So there is still scope for
Room
this
to
to
go.
move further, right? And once that happens, we'll be seeing a cool off coming in. So this is more of something, you should buy a little quantity into a little of Ola Electric, a little of Mobiwick, and then make a whole basket of that entire sector together.
Dhoni, very quickly, let's one or two questions that we'll pick up. And your favorite stock for the next 1 week.
Absolutely. My favorite stock, again, as I said, capital market space is looking good to me over here. And we've already discussed Paytm and BSC over there. So I would suggest those are the counters one can eye up at. And specifically, these, I mean, I'm very much, bullish towards these metals already we've talked about. So, refraining from repeating about the same thing, metals definitely, yes, is a buy over here from my side. Autos, again, I would not suggest getting into at this point in time again, given the reason being that we've already seen a strong rally coming in. Wait for a little cool off to happen in autos, then we'll be looking up at more buy opportunities there. We could take up a few questions. What are there?
Yeah, Dhoni, now I think there's another question.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go ahead with it.
How to choose intraday for stocks?
We went with it's a top-down approach even in intraday. You'll have to do a little homework when it comes to intraday also. You cannot just jump into an intraday trade like that. So you'll have to see where the sector rotation is happening. In fact, in the morning also, if you can just filter out which is the sector where you are seeing gains coming in today's session. So if in today's session you see that autos were leading from the very start of the day, so that is where the interest is, right? And from that you have to find out which are going to be the outliers over here in that case scenario. So morning homework is necessary even after the end of the day where the bottoming is happening. That is very necessary. Breakouts are necessary. A lot of alerts have to be kept in for intraday stocks. So intraday is not easy. A lot of work goes into it. If you are a full-time trader over here, it makes much sense to you. And see the market direction. Nifty is bullish. Yes. Then which are the sectors outperforming? So autos, capital markets, these are the sectors outperforming today. Autos will stay on. So that is where your bet on intraday places, stocks have to be placed at. Then from that, you will have to see which are the top gainers coming in and where there are fresh breakouts happening. If there's a fresh breakout, the sector is in action today, the market is in on the bullish side, it will favor the stock and you will see buying interest and you will see good gains also.
Yeah, I think Dhoni, okay. I think that's it all for today. Thank you so much, Dhoni. We had a wonderful session. We discussed about many stocks. We discussed about the market. Yes, some of the top stocks that you have discussed about BSE. And I would like to read out a disclaimer once again. Whatever stocks that we have discussed, these are purely educational. These are not recommendations. Please take your advisor's, suggestion, advice before, taking up your trade or all. Thank you so much, Dhoni. Thank you so much, all our viewers, for being a part of this program today. We'll see you again on Thursday. Dhoni will be here on Thursday again, and we'll be taking up some more stocks for discussion. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Investments in the securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.